Hi, this is Stan Dubin, and welcome to the Hiring Tips Podcast. The name of this tip is, What if the applicant has personal issues? So this could be a touchy subject for some, on both sides of the table. The applicant comes in and admits to having a personal problem. It could be someone whose child is doing very poorly in school and has spent, say, more time with the disciplinarian than in the classroom. Or the person is grieving at the loss of a loved one. There are a number of possibilities here, but I think you get the idea. So, what to do? Do you automatically disqualify someone because they brought their problems into the job interview? It's not very professional, right? Well, to put it bluntly, it's not. But let's look at some other possibilities here. What if this is a rare instance of the person wearing their emotions on their sleeve, and you've got a really great potential contributor in front of you? And as a note, my partner told me that not everyone would know what it means to wear your emotions on your sleeve, so that means to show your emotions openly. Okay, so getting back, let's go a step further and let's speculate that this person freely discusses their personal problems, and yet they could also be a real asset to your company. So before you rule out this candidate, I'd consider listening for a bit to see if the person just needed a few minutes to get their attention freed up. They may pop out of it, and you're off to the next steps of the interview. If your candidate is qualified in many ways, has a strong and verifiable resume, and you believe is an overall good fit for your company, you may want to overlook a personal problem coming up during the interview. Sometimes the stresses of life can become so great that a person feels compelled to share a bit of that with the person in front of them, even in a hiring interview. And before you claim I'm being too much of a softie, let me offer this. To a considerable degree, I write these hiring tips to give you perspective. The more able you are in weighing the pluses and minuses of the person in front of you, the better your hiring decisions will be. Thank you for listening. I'd like to ask a very big favor, and that is to head over to iTunes, and if you type in the phrase hiring tips, or even just the word hiring, you'll make your way to our podcast fairly quickly. And then if you could leave us a review of any kind, and if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to the Hiring Tips Podcast. And one more big favor, let your friends and business associates know about our Hiring Tips Podcast. That would be exceptionally helpful and greatly appreciated. The Hiring Tips is brought to you by the Employee Testing Center. We have an employee testing service that will help you hire better staff. It's very accurate, easy to understand, and delightfully affordable. Watch our 3-minute video at getbetterstaff.com. That's getbetterstaff.com. Our podcast does not represent legal advice. Employment law can vary from state to state. So please consult an attorney familiar with the law that applies to the area where your business is located for any legal questions specific to your company.